Hey everyone, Reaper here again with another video. This is part 3 of my CGC, CBCS, PGX slab video collection. I'll probably make another one of these videos in a few months, but like I said before, I don't have like a very, a lot of slabs, but I thought I'd start showing off in drips and drabs what I do have. So let's start off with this. As you know, I'm kicking it old school by just showing the book. Instead of me in the shot, so I thought this would be a pretty cool way to do this. Anyway, Marvel Premiere number 15. This is the first appearance of Iron Fist. I've heard good things about Season 2. I heard that Season 2 of Iron Fist, which I think just came out maybe a week and a half ago, whatever it was, heard it was better than the first season. Now that might not be saying much, but I'm willing to give it a shot. I've watched the first episode and I thought it was pretty good. And, I'm sort of interested in what happens, but we'll see how it goes. So, Marvel Premiere number 15, first appearance of Iron Fist. Moving right along, we have Batman number 171, the third appearance of the Riddler, often called correctly the first Silver Age appearance. My only PGX book. Pretty cool Carmine Infantino cover. You know, I'm a big Riddler fan. The Riddler was absent from Batman books for almost 2 decades up until this point when he was reintroduced in this issue. I think pretty much the following year he showed up in the very first episode of the 66 series. So his return has certainly made quite an impact at this time, and definitely a cool book to have if you're looking for Batman books. If the Detective 140 is too much, definitely go for the Batman 171. Here's another Batman, one that I was very, very proud to get when I first got it, and very proud to still have it in my collection. Batman 232, the first appearance of Ra's al Ghul. You know, it's been said over and over again what a beautiful cover this is by Neil Adams, and it truly is. He did a lot of classic covers for DC, in particular Batman, and this one right here, the 232 with the greens and the red, has a very Halloween-like feel to it. This book here is no exception to that when it comes to such wonderful work Neil Adams did for Batman in the Bronze Age, 70s, early 70s. Here's another one. Another great book. My memory of this cover goes back to when I was collecting the Marvel Masterpieces cards in 1992, the very first series. I see the Namor card and I flip it over and I saw this cover. Like all Fantastic Four books, number 4 has been heating up. It's no exception to that. I don't know what could be done with Namor, if anything can be done with Namor in the movies, but for the purposes of this video, it doesn't matter. It's just another slab book I have, one that I'm very happy to have, one that I could trace back my admiration for the cover well over 20 years, 25 years, something to that effect. Last two for this video. Another cover that I'm very much in love with, Tales to Astonish 27. Now this is the first appearance of Hank Pym, who later becomes Ant-Man. Marvel at this time was in its infancy as Marvel Comics, and they were still transitioning their horror, their sci-fi, their mystery titles into superhero titles. Fantastic Four set the standard, set the trend, was the harbinger of Marvel's new trend, which would become the Marvel Age of Comics. And with this one, had a bit of a horror theme about Hank Pym being, he shrunk himself down to ant size, and he gets into a little bit of trouble, as you can see from the cover. But it was still transitioning. It's had a bit of horror, and all that. Same thing with Fantastic Four. It had, you know, monsters and superheroes. But as Marvel continued, very shortly after this, they went right into the superhero route, went the superhero route full steam, and brought back Hank Pym as Ant-Man. Definitely a cover that I've always loved. It's creepy. It's right up my alley for somebody that started collecting comic books with the EC reprints, enjoying those EC-like stories, the atmosphere of EC. How could I not like this cover? So, very cool, very happy to have it. And the last book for this haul, another book that's red hot, some might even say white hot. Fantastic Four #5, the first appearance of the good old Doctor Doom. Yeah, like all Fantastic Four books, #5 is definitely up there as one of the more, you know, pricey books to get, and with good reason. It's the first appearance of Doctor Doom, and Doctor Doom is definitely the, in my opinion, the #1 villain in the Marvel Universe. Sure, there are a lot of other great villains like Thanos, Magneto, but I don't think any of them compare to Doctor Doom. And I think a lot of us, you know, who are anxious to see what happens with the movies, whatever happens, you know, whatever winds up happening, we're anxious to see what will happen with Doctor Doom and how he might be reintroduced into the movies. I purchased this at Heroes Con this past June, and I previously had another copy which was a 4.5 restored, and I sold that one off to get my Amazing Fantasy 15. Now that book alone that I sold, the restored FF5, did not pay entirely for the Amazing Fantasy 15, but it helped contribute to it, and among other things, which was very glad to do. But I knew I wanted to get another copy of Fantastic Four #5, and this was it, and a copy that I'm happy with. Well, thank you all for watching. Like I said, I will try to release another one of these videos in a few months, show some more that are in my collection. Maybe I'll get a few more in my collection by then, hopefully, and I'll show them off in the next vid. I have other vids coming out, so I hope that you'll take the time out and watch them. Thank you. Take care, everyone. Good night.